trip to hell testimony, January 1st, 2005 a.m. in the morning. I arrived in what was like a large desert, dry and infertile. The wind was so heavy and the weather was so hot. I saw a lot of weird and disgusting animals that I've never seen before in my life. I walked step by step through the desert till I found myself in a gloomy place. I had strange feelings that time, and I could feel the pain spread to all of my bones. The situation was silent and dark. No wind blew. Dark cloud appeared and surrounded that place. I could not describe it in better words. A huge gate appeared in front of me. I felt nervous and worried, but I tried to open that gate anxiously. It was not difficult to open it. I opened it and was shocked because there was another gate, bigger than the first one. It was written on top of that gate, Valley of Torture. There was a doubt in my heart implicitly whether I should continue this trip or not, but something so powerful inside of me made me to go on. My heartbeat was loud as I could hear it myself while I opened the next gate, and oh my God, I could not believe what I saw, but it was real. There was a long, dark path in front of me. I stood in the side of the gate, watching and predicting how large and long that path was, but I could not see it clearly. I saw a flame rise up in the end of that path. I thought it was a terrible ocean of fire. Along the way, I walked in that dark path. I saw many people were tortured by creatures wearing black clothes and having horns in their heads. I saw they were so cruel in torturing everyone there before they were put into the fire ocean at the end of the path. I heard affecting tears and pain mix up with dirty laugh sounds in that dirty place at the edge of the path. There was a young woman whose hands were bound at a piece of wood, and she was surrounded by a lot of horned creatures who made fun of her and laughed at her. I saw her face was pale and white, filled with fear. A strange weapon that I have never seen before was swinging in front of her face. I did not know exactly what it was, but it was like a fork with a sharp cutting edge in the top of it. The weapon was carried by one of the horned devils which surrounded that woman. I heard the devils were threatening that poor, frightened woman. Lie. Come on, lie. I saw her become more frightened. She completely fell into the power of the horned devils so that she obeyed them whatever they wanted. That woman answered, Yes, yes, I lied. All of the devils were laughing. Seemed that they were satisfied with the young woman's answer. I thought after that woman did everything that they wanted, they would have released her. But what happened next really shocked me. The devil stabbed that horrible thing into her face. The fresh blood squirted from her face. It was so horrifying. Her face did not have a shape anymore, and her cry of pain was so heartbreaking. Stop! Stop it! I yelled. But strangely, they could not hear my voice. Even more, my appearance seemed invisible for them. I felt disgusted for everything that I saw. But there were a lot of other views that surprised me and made me shocked. Then, I saw a man whose hair was burnt, only rotten skull remained. There were unburnable maggots coming out of his skull cavity. He was lying and carrying from the end of the path not far from fire. I thought that they tortured him for a long time. His body was burning and his flesh was melting because he was lying near the hottest fire ever. The devils who carried him were laughing at him. There was nothing he could do besides surrender himself to them. He was dying, but he could not die. He looked like having terrible pain. Seemed he wanted to say something for mercy. One of those devils said, Come on, masturbate. Masturbate. That man, while shaking, answered, Yes, I masturbate. I masturbate. He was screaming, and a lot of maggots came out from all of his body, so many. I felt disgusted when I saw them. Even when I heard his screaming, it was so horrible. There were more screaming and commanding than I heard. Come on, drink, gambling, deceive. And those devils were laughing and enjoying the moaning of pain and tears as they were listening to wonderful music. I was afraid to walk in through that path. I only saw as far as I could, and I was sure there were more kind of tortures at that place, which is more appropriate to be called barracks of torture. I found a view that made me really shocked. There were many righteous and religious people there. I did not believe it, but I did not have power to deny all that I saw. I heard all their screaming when they were being tortured. They cried out for God. God, help me. God, do I always be together with you? You taught us at our towns and I served you, Lord.